Hi, we're the real estate matchmakers, and I'm Peggy Beauregard. We match cash to deals and deals to cash. We save you time and you make money. The deals come to us, the returns go to you. And this is the third series of how not to pay your fair share of taxes. You are a person who possibly gets up in the morning and goes to a job. You and millions of people keep our economy running because you pay the taxes that run this country. You might have a section you work in or go to a desk. You might wear a uniform. You might get tips. You are a W-2 employee. You get a check, which we talked about previously. And at the end of your shift, you have fulfilled your responsibility for the day. And now you get to go home or go out and do whatever you want. You get your paycheck to take home, and you already talked about the deductions that were taken out. And now you're like, well, that's not what I thought I was getting. How come I'm only getting this amount? And then you're paying taxes on everything. So here's how you could reduce your taxes. Partnership into real estate. We are like the Warren Buffett of syndicators. We have avenues to the best deals of real estate. And what real estate syndicators get, the people who buy properties like apartment buildings or shopping centers, they could be big shopping centers or small shopping centers. They could be industrial park, offices, hospitals, you name it. If you see a building on a piece of property, there is some tax reward because the owners who are buying that property took a risk. And here are the risks that get taken. So right now we're in California, which is where I live. There are a lot of fires. We had a town in Northern California get completely burned down, the entire town. Now you think about all those business people that no longer have a business. They lost all their inventory, which they haven't paid for. They have insurance, we hope, that will help pay them some of that. What are they going to do now? Are they going to start up their business again? And what about the people that own those properties? What are they going to do? Well, hopefully they had fire insurance in place and they could rebuild. And then here's the risk. They might have a mortgage and they have no income right now because of the fire. So that's the downside. That's the high risk end. And how often does that happen? Rarely. That rarely happens. I mean, you drive by properties that have been sitting there for 50, 60, 80 years. California builds properties that need to be torn down and rebuilt. If you go to Europe, they've been there for thousands of years. So the business people buy those properties, let's say a 288 unit apartment building. They fix it up. They make it bring in more money. We're looking at a deal right now where they're able to bring in $250 more a month per unit, and 59 of those units have been fixed up. And how that will work is they pay a certain dollar amount for the property. That property is then separated from the land, and they do a cost segregation, and the depreciation is on the building. So they get the depreciation over a certain period of time, usually 27 years. And then they have all the contractors that come in and do all the work. The pool guy does the work. They have utilities they have to pay. Everything is deducted away from the income. So they have what's called a net operating income, and that is what the taxes are due on. Now, if you are a partner in that, part of those deductions are yours, and you would get something called a K1, and that K1 will show you your portion of the depreciation and your portion of the expenses, and those numbers are generally negative. And that comes off of your regular income of your W-2 that you're getting on those paychecks, so that reduces your taxes. And that is how you don't pay your fair share of taxes. Not only that, you also get cash flow, and this offsets that income. Next, I'm going to talk to you about IRAs and how your IRA can invest in real estate.